Welcome on in, everyone. It is Behind the Counter Podcast live here at Insane Games, Monday, October 10th. We got Steve, Mike, and I'm not playing games with people walking in. I'm not playing this game. I've seen the traffic and the sales from this weekend, and you know what? Everyone's gonna wait for Dan to finish our show before we go out there and start babysitting people.
So what if someone wants?
Because no one's wanted to come in and shop all weekend long.
What if someone wants to buy like a new Xbox and a couple games and a new controller?
Well, then we'll make accommodations for that. But like,
oh, there's the phone.
Let it ring. I came in here and I saw all the sales. I mean, we don't talk too much about business and sales here, but like, we obviously did good in September. We were up in September, but this month for October, we're like down like almost 50%. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, which is all of a sudden like no one is walking around. But it is characteristically our worst month of the year, October. It's also my month of my birthday, so it's like,
Wow, Steve, wow.
Steve!
Well, I just look up and notice it. Anyway. Yeah.
So I've just seen no one come in all weekend long, and people can wait now. We should have how funny would it be?
Time in here now.
How funny would it be if you were to walk in and see a sign where it says, "Unfortunately, you couldn't come in this weekend, so for today you're working on our time." Some people would find it funny. Some people would definitely find it funny, and then some people are like, "Get the fuck out of here! I'm done doing this."
Zach just walked by. Old pal Zach.
I saw he traded Super Smash Brothers. He traded Super Smash.
Yeah. It worked out for both of us. He went and he found a good deal. Where he goes and he finds his deals, those places, and then.
So, I think. Oh, that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll try a new method this week. We'll do a little bit of a shorter behind the counter this week, and then we'll try to do another one on Thursday.
Okay.
Let's try this system. Maybe like a half an hour show. Yeah. We're talking about this live on air. You guys can listen in our creative meeting.
No.
But we're live
I don't agree with
Steve
that.
has this little contraption going on. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but we have, how could this...
Which contraption first? I have a lot of contraptions around this store.
Okay, but honestly, how does something like this happen where the stream deck just doesn't work?
I have no idea. I plugged it in over there
once
a while ago.
What?
It just stopped working.
Does it work now?
It's on now, but you're squeezing... So
Does it work now?
Should we tape that? But we can't.
Should I just tape it like this?
No, because it's got to come off of this every once in a while.
Just tape the...
ideally...
Just tape the circle around the end.
Ideally, I got... Oh, it's ripped.
Where? It's not ripped.
That's ripped.
No. It just has tape residue on it.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I took the tape off.
Oh. I think the reality is this isn't designed to be plugged in and plugged out every 5 minutes.
Yeah, no.
I think that's ideally what probably is the situation. Is that, this is like $150 stream deck.
Can you, clip it and then, re-solder it, or is that just absurd?
I wouldn't do that. I'll have to try to finagle some kind of return for it.
How long have you had it?
That's besides the point.
I think you've had it for a couple of years.
Those really big ones are nice. I've been eyeing one of those.
Hey, you stay here.
Bye, Dan. Have fun.
Bye, Dan.
Don't get lost.
Need any help?
But yeah, I don't know, this.
No, it's actually his friend that came in. I was supposed to give him a heads up that he was coming, and I forgot.
Oh, look at that's a lot of buttons. Looks really nice.
Are you saying it's time for an upgrade?
Yes, absolutely. We have.
This is pretty small.
If you look at the Nerd Glasses one, it's the 15, but they have 20, 25 different things. So you have to
So they can scroll down.
Yeah, little folders and stuff.
That's cool, though.
Wouldn't mind having a whole row for trailers, whole row for whatnot.
So I'm just trying to see exactly what's broken. Can you just rubber band this to itself? But now it's not working at all.
Yeah, we'll figure.
I might have completely broke it now.
It was a long time. That's fine. So we had a couple topics. One of them we could talk about till Dan comes back with the other one. Overwatch 2. Hi, Dan. Good to see you didn't get lost.
I'm back.
I was supposed to give you a heads up he was coming, but I forgot. Wow, Mike. Wow.
So, is he still out there? So that was, what were you guys talking about?
Oh, we're just talking about Stream Decks. He said it's time for a cooler one.
So, what do you mean a cooler one? That's like top notch. See, I know the bigger one's out there.
The bigger one's even more.
How much more bigger do you really need of that?
A lot.
You said Nerd Glasses doesn't have enough windows.
How does it not have enough windows?
We have like 2 subfolders of stuff.
But like, what are you possibly doing with each one?
Trailers.
They have their
Nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the starting soon. You have the trailer. You have the cam view.
There's like
The ending.
There's
behind
in the
the
trailers folder. There's 5 trailers, 1 button to go back, and then 5 pictures for when they need it. We don't use them all the time, but just in case.
So it's time to get rid of that. I'll get the
I mean, I do think we'll need a bigger one. You know, if we do the show that I want to do, I like to have a lot of sound effects and ready to go. I know, so you can do like when Dan goes on a rant, hit the blowhorn.
There's only one sound effect I want, and it's the boing. Remember we had that for the pickleball?
Well, why that would be funny?
That's the one that I want.
But what would be?
I don't need to explain.
What would be the
myself.
significance of a boing during the show?
If someone says something stupid, you just boing. You don't get it.
I see. I would have one where I would have the Dan laugh.
Nope. No, I'm being salty to you after
I
that.
don't know what the boing. I don't understand
Fuck
this.
you, Dan, if you don't understand the boing.
Boing! Like, what is that?
See, you get it.
Not really. I know how it should sound.
Think of all the visual cues we could put on the Stream Deck. I could make
The
it
boing.
in grayscale. I could make it in verse. I could make...
Can you get me the noise that I want, Steve?
I could.
Good.
So... Yeah, so I mean, I think if we do a show like that, we got to have a lot of sound effects. Like, we can't give the name or anything out yet, but we are looking at doing like a talk show.
I honestly don't even remember the name.
It's the worst
It's
name.
been a long
How do you not remember the name? It's literally like the easiest, most focal point on name I think I've ever heard.
It's been a long week. I don't...
The Dan Shovlin Show? How can you not forget that?
That makes sense.
He played you. He just made you say it.
No, I actually did forget it.
You actually forgot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we are looking at doing a show,
Yes.
where we talk about a lot of things that I enjoy
am not
talking
taking part on a show.
You
that's
are.
the Dan
You're gonna have
Shovlin
your
show.
own desk with your own stuff you're gonna have
It's
on
not.
it.
It's the Dan Shovlin desk. It's not my desk.
We'll do it the Dan Shovlin with friends.
How is Jimmy Fallon set up?
What do you mean?
Set.
I don't want that type. We're not having guests come out. I'm not
I know,
interviewing people.
but like...
He has one table. He sits at a
table,
desk with
and then
chairs
he has,
next to it.
other person has a desk.
Way off in the middle of nowhere.
We can move it closer.
I showed you the
Or
stuff I
we
was
can have
looking
a
at.
camera put on... I know you showed me that stuff. We could also have a camera put on just Mike and just you, and then a long shot.
Well, that's what we plan on doing, and you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
You
have.
want to be a part of that show?
We're gonna have
I
a
do.
shot. We're gonna have a shot, a camera just on me, and then a camera on Mike. There'll be a camera on you, and then there'll be a 3-way when we're all three of us. All three of us. I was waiting for it, Joe. When all 3 of us are talking, they'll show all 3 of us on there, or just 2, or just 1, and then there'll be a clip of like if we want to make fun of something on a website, or like a media, like a YouTube thing, or whatever we're watching, that type of thing. I think it'd be a great show. We'll talk about NASCAR. We'll talk about WWE. We're going to do like 2 shows a week. So like one show will have a 20-minute NASCAR segment. The next show may have a wrestling segment. The next show may have a fantasy segment. Like, we're going to divide it all up. And we're going to pre-schedule how the show will be a pretty nice layout.
I don't think I'd rather die.
Well, then you can die on tell during the show then.
Than to discuss wrestling and NASCAR.
And then this show, Behind the Counter, will be more focused on actual out behind the counter with maybe some more rotating guests around. Like, we'll be talking about trade-ins. You can maybe watch us interact with customers. They won't be on this on on the camera, unless they sign a waiver to come on. But like, otherwise, you could see us conversing with other people. Like, I think we're kind of dividing, making two shows out of what this should be versus what it shouldn't be, and making two shows out of it.
One could say a house that's divided.
If you wow, so if we were to record someone that didn't want to be recorded, Steve, do you have the power to do like the blurry vision?
Well, the camera won't. No, the camera won't be on them.
I'm just saying, if we were to decide to do that, does Steve have the power to do that?
I could do it.
Well, first off, they sign a waiver and come on. Their waiver's done. It's in my hands. Like, they can go. We can film whatever we want of them. But
I was
like,
just curious about the actual effects of.
No, so we would have to have the camera angled on behind the counter, where it's angled where it only sees the tip of the counter, but no one who comes up to the counter. You'd be able to hear their voice. We'll have to have like a sign out there that says we are currently live. But that will be. I'm hoping that that's what people will walk by and see the lights on, like the shooting light, and see that we're actually filming, and probably want to come in and engage in conversation or whatever the case may be.
With that giant stream deck, I could have a voice modulator too. Just whenever someone comes up, just click.
So we're looking at doing a few different things here, and I think there'll be two new cool shows. We have Building Dansbury. I've been filming for that the past week. We may have to hold that back a week till we figure out but I have been filming a lot of stuff for that.
Dan was going full high up until he saw his competition online, and now he's.
It's fucking absurd watching.
Dan.
It's fucking absurd seeing some of these cities. Like, I love doing Lego building. I love trying to be creative. But have you seen some of the videos out there, Steve?
A couple.
Building bridges and pathways and
That doesn't seem that absurd to build. Bridge.
It's not absurd, but what I don't understand is you know how expensive that is? We looked at building, me getting 1,000 pieces just to build a sidewalk for just the main street. It's like $77.
You gotta get some Lego sponsors.
I mean, that's just building the walkway on the main street, not all the other walkways. Just the main walkway came out to like 897 square grade pieces that I would need. And we went to the website, I found them. And it came out to be like $77. It's absurd.
So what happened with didn't you pull some sort of heist over at the Lego store, or is that confidential information?
No. So apparently I found out too. I was telling Nico the story yesterday. He came in and he remembers the kid I was talking about. He goes, "Was it the little kid with a yeah? I think it's him." He's like, "He's there all the time. You go in there." I go, "I've never seen him before." He goes, "He's there all the time. You go in there." And I'm not going to give out too many descriptions because I don't want to. But I'm like,
I think we already know who he is now. Anyone that watches will know who he is.
I don't know who
No,
he
I'm
is.
just kidding.
And he gave another description. I'm like, yeah, that's him. He goes, yeah, he's there all the time. I go, that's not. I don't remember him. He goes, yeah, you talked to him about the Lego City before. I go, oh. I go, I don't know that. But long story short, I went in there and I bought the Doctor Strange Sanctuum building. Well, how do you actually say the whole thing?
I actually don't know.
Is it Sanctuum
I've heard
Santorum?
I thought it was.
Sanctum Santorum.
I thought that's
There's
what I
like
thought
two
it
different
was.
words that are like
And then
close.
You had it at first, and then all of a sudden you started saying something else because you thought it was wrong. It's the Sanctorum, isn't it?
But I was saying the Madro building's wrong yesterday, and Tom's like, what'd you say? And then I was saying it wrong. I was adding a J to it for some reason. I'm like, just leave me the fuck alone.
Just say stuff correctly. Dan,
I was!
And people will leave you alone.
And so I went in there and I bought the Doctor Strange, but I thought Emporium is in there, no?
It's the Sanctum Santorum.
But the
What
word
did you think
Emporium's not in there at all?
The Sanctum Emporium Sanctorum.
I think that's another. I think I'm getting confused. There's another called the Emporium.
Emporium.
Whatever.
Say it.
What?
Emporium.
Emporium.
There's no L in there. You're saying imploring.
Is there Emporium?
There's the Grand Emporium.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. So there is another set that has that. So I'm seeing all those words mixed up.
Steve, you gotta pull them.
It is $570.
Is that one that says shop on it?
See. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
So
that
you
one.
actually do know what you're talking
And
about.
it has shop on it, and it has a big sign on the roof. I want that one.
$550.
Well, that's it. That's yeah. You can get
That's
a little,
eBay prices.
yeah, you can get a little bit cheaper. But so I went in there. So I ended up walking in there. I was talking to Mike a couple days before about two things. Actually, getting a Christmas tree for the town. And then we saw a set. And I go, no, that's too small. Or it was part of a set. I go, no, I'm not gonna get a whole set. Just get a Christmas tree. And then I said I'm gonna have to build my own tower. That way it's cheaper, and I can build my own high tower in downtown Dansbury. So when I was there, I went over. They got the back wall with all the random pieces, and they had the double doors and the windows. Like, oh shit, I can get a bunch of this stuff, and I can start building this. So I filled up a big bucket. So then I'm walking around, and they had a Christmas tree. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! And it was a perfect tree. Like, I gotta get that now. And then they had the roads that I haven't been able to find, which we'll talk about on building Dansbury.
It's so absurd.
So I got a thing of roads. And I'm like, you know what? I put the windows all back. I just pulled out the whole sanatorium building. And I go, I might as well just get that. We need one for downtown anyway. And so I was cashing out. It gave me $300 something. And then the guy goes, oh, I see your Lego account hasn't been linked up yet to get your rewards. I go, you know, it's funny. I go, I don't think I ever did get an email about rewards. I meant to ask. I'm like, I thought I'd be getting like a coupon. It's like, well, we don't just give you money back. You just kind of get like coupons. So I go, oh yeah. Because I'll send you a renewal link that you can do that. I go, oh yeah, perfect. So I cash out, pay, walk out. So I'm walking through the mall and I get the email. So I click on it and I fill it out and I subscribe. $150 in credits. I go, you kidding me? So of course
I spend a good amount of money there, so it's smart to.
So I marched right back down there and I said, hey. The manager happened to be at the counter. I'm like, look, I just bought this stuff a minute ago. Can I, like, return the one and then rebuy it but get my credits on it? He goes, oh, yeah, we can do that, I guess. So then I'm sitting there.
I guess, or you could just say, or I'll just return it.
Well, yeah. So then the kid who told me about it is at the next register, and I turn to him and I go, oh, thanks for letting me know about my account. I just had a bunch of rewards on there. He goes, oh, yeah, no problem. And I could see the tension between the two. I'm like, oh, boy, I bet I just got that kid in trouble. He's actually doing a job, and the manager's going to be upset.
I mean, he probably told them to make people are sure people are signed up for this thing and everything, so.
But, you know, but I know it was 100. First off, it's nothing to a company like Lego. Yeah. But like me now using that, I now see the benefit of. I see the rewards I'm getting. Yeah. So like now I'm more like, oh, that makes sense. I ended up only spending $100 on the Doctor Strange bill, which really is not a bad deal.
Now he's addicted to Lego buying. Get those sweet.
Well, first off, the problem with Lego right now is. All the ones I need, I can't buy from Lego.
Because they're retired.
Because they're all retired. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to build a downtown with all the modular buildings. I can't get them from Lego. No. So, Lego will hopefully have 2 new ones in January. That's when they release all their stuff, is in January. So, the city could start to get a major change in the next 2 months. Because Lego's going to start coming out with all their 2023 stuff. And then I can start adding some more of those to the city.
So, is that how people build their cities? They just add everything?
First off, one thing I've noticed, all the cities that I've seen have none of the city stuff that I have.
You do have a couple of nice ones.
They have all modular buildings and custom buildings. We gotta start doing more of that.
I've seen a lot of your buildings too, and some of these people.
Yeah, so
like the cool big pieces you have, people get those.
Yeah, they're regular. Yeah. I mean, you gotta. So we gotta find. The problem is I gotta find like that one we bought off of Facebook Marketplace. The Birch books.
Yeah, that one was nice. Yeah.
But that one was a great deal. The guy was just looking to get rid of it and was like selling it for like.
That was sketchy.
$150.
What grocery store did we meet and what
town? It wasn't sketchy, but it was like...
It was kind of weird.
We went to Clifton Park and met at a grocery store. The guy was
sitting by his car by the back and popped his trunk and he's like, here's my goods.
Here are the goods. And he got the cash and flew the coop. But then we got our Legos and flew the coop back up.
No.
But I mean, that worked out well. I mean, we just got to find the right deal. Like, I mean, someone who's selling those who doesn't know what they are, I hate to say that's what you got to take advantage of. Like, some person who finds those in his garage and just put them on there for $150. I'll take them, you know, and then that's what helps fill. I mean, building a Lego city takes a lot of time. Or unless you have a lot of money to buy everything right up front.
Did Tom finish the Sanctorum last night? How many bags are left?
So there's 3 levels. You only got the first level done. I don't know how. I think you went through bags maybe 1 through 6.
He's the worst Lego builder ever. It's a quick shit talk on Tom. He always loses parts. He sat there and he was whining about losing.
I can't find this part. So, so that's what's going on. So hopefully Building Dansbury, we'll get that released on YouTube probably next week. I've been filming a lot of stuff for that. Steve and I have to get together and clip out the stuff. And
do you have the greengrocer?
Yes. That's a new one. That just came out a couple months ago. So hopefully we'll have that going. So we have a lot of cool content coming around.
We should definitely do those advent calendars.
For what?
For Christmas.
The Legos?
Yeah,
Well, they're
They
only
do
at
have cool
Lego.
figures.
you can get them at Walmart.
You could fill out the city with some people. But although they would all be.
Wait, I don't know what you're
Steve.
saying. We should get them for what? To sell?
No, to build on stream and have like a daily upload.
I'm not interested. No.
He made him
Perfect
choke,
thing.
Steve.
That would be a perfect thing for Chris for putting on Instagram. The four of us around the table, each opening a day and building it, showing it off. Bam.
What is
Content.
just building a person, right?
Some of them have people. Some of them have like little things. Some of them have.
Can't be all that expensive,
They're like.
or it can't be all that great. The advent care is only $39.99.
Don't be a hater, Dan.
Let's look at the new one. Let's look at this here.
They have a cool Lego store I want to buy to put in the city too.
There's the four: Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, City.
So they're all themed people. Maybe the Marvel one would be nice.
You get like a little Christmas tree, a little piano.
I don't think Dan.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Steve. I'm not interested in that hot garbage. I'm
definitely-
interested in the serious business stuff that goes in the city.
I mean, it's stuff you could decorate the city with.
However, Tom did come into that yesterday, and he was jamming me up about the size of the cars on the roads. He goes, how can this car possibly be on the road? It's way out of
And
proportion.
luckily, Dan
It
had
is what
already
it
did.
is.
Had he seen it a few months ago when Dr. Wiley was running rampant in the city?
I wasn't running rampant.
Oh, you had your cars everywhere.
I did, yes. I almost put them all back. I stopped myself only having the 3 cars.
So we have that. So yes, we had some new cool content that we're gonna be doing hopefully pretty soon. And then I forget what we were gonna talk about today.
I think you want to discuss a little Overwatch 2 or something.
That
I was
and the
trying to
race.
say. Oh, you
Overwatch
guys did have
2.
your race. Noodle Canoodler sent me an invite last night. Were you guys playing?
Yeah, we were.
I missed it. I had to go pick somebody up, and then I came back.
I'm relatively interested in Overwatch. However, despite what people like, I just want to play as one character.
Who do you want to play?
He's so
Moira.
bad, Steve. He's so bad.
Am I really that bad? Really? Let's start breaking down the facts of just last night.
Oh, okay, let's hear
Okay,
that.
let's start breaking down the facts of last night. Okay, no one's gonna want to hear it, but good old Dan, when I'm playing Overwatch, I look at the stats all game long because I got
I do
my
too.
arguments ready to go when they come out. Did Tom beat me one game for healing? Not one did he beat me.
But who
He was
did?
healing like 4 times.
Well, who did, pal?
You beat me once.
Oh yeah, the only time I went.
You think, did Johnny? No.
That was a quick
I
put you
know,
in your
but
place.
I want you to
game.
understand. Tell me. So
That was pretty upset. I did take note that you beat Johnny.
no. Not only did I beat Johnny in healing, I also beat him in the damage when we were both healers.
Who was he playing as?
I don't know who he was playing.
Might
at.
not have been playing as a good healer.
But see, that's part of the thing, though. We can have all these rules where,
were
the
just
old
playing-
Mad Max didn't count because either you're playing. When I play Overwatch, Steve, I don't care what the mode is. I'm playing fucking hardcore. I want my stats as high as fucking can be. I don't have excuses. Oh, no, I was just trying this guy. Oh, I wasn't really giving a shit that game. Oh, it's just quick play.
So if you play one character, Dan, then you better be fucking dominant with that.
But then I can.
opponent.
First off, for my first real night of playing, I averaged
You
between
did
7.
acceptably, but you didn't do.
I did
great.
between 7,000 to 11,000 healing every game.
That's absurd.
No, it's not.
You were more so from like 5 to 8.
Yeah!
You didn't break 10 once.
No, when I played with Johnny, I was 12,000.
That's not true.
Look it up. Can't you look up stats in Overwatch?
Not after you close the game.
That's not true. It's you.
It's not.
He's lying to you.
I'm not lying.
So he did okay, but me and Tom discussed it afterwards.
I don't care. What Tom's thoughts are completely irrelevant.
And we do have a few criticisms for you.
Like
You know,
what?
There's a couple of usage of your ability, your positioning, overall awareness.
Okay,
in
my
general.
positioning could probably be better. I'm still learning the maps and the modes and the strategy, but
When you do
what
the
I like
healing-
about Moira is there's that thirst for. First off, you can't just be Mercy and not get kills. Okay, I have the thirst to take people's fucking cheeks when I'm playing. So I love healing, but I love whipping out. I think Moira is pretty powerful on the damage side as well. I think she's the best of both worlds. Her damage is well and her healing's well, and and it's not guns. So I don't have to worry about my fucking aim.
He doesn't have to worry about Dan aim.
So it's like, I really think that's the best character for me. I was playing Mercy for one game last night. And
You need to work on your orbs a little, pal.
I was using them pretty good.
Not just using them, you have to use them efficiently.
What,
You can't just shoot them off into the sky. You have to bounce them all around your team so it stays by them.
I aim them towards the people.
So if someone's just standing there, you don't just shoot it by him because then it flies off into oblivion.
Once you let go of him, you can control him.
No, you need to shoot it at the ground or at the wall next to him so it bounces back and forth like that, all around.
Fair point. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do stuff like that.
You don't
I was under the impression where if I shoot the orb out and no one needs any healing, it just goes and disappears.
No, yeah.
But like if I shoot out people need healing, it kind of stays around and kind of hits.
It bounces off walls.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it could do that. And I'm also not 100% sure as to what her superpower is.
That's a beam that heals and damages.
Okay, so that's all I need. I knew it did damage, but if I shot out
it's a pretty perfect Dan ultimate because you just shoot it at all the action pretty much.
Right. so if we're in the middle of a hardcore battle and we're trying to win the game, like right at the what do they call it right at the end, the
overtime.
No, right when you try to quick get it, like the rush, the push. You got the push in right at the last minute, and everyone's
normally overtime, but.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The last
push,
minute push, where the big the hardcore battles take place. I can hit it, and it both hits, heals, and damage at the same time.
Yep.
Not bad. See, I like Moira. Here's where the problem lies, Steve. I'm very content with just playing Moira every game. But like people can't fathom that I'm
just like to pick on you.
People like Jonathan, the first game.
We can tell you're sensitive about it.
After first game, after you and Tom left, Dan, pick someone else. You need to practice with other people. Like I don't want to practice with other people.
So he waited until me and Tom left, and he started bullying you.
Like I'm not. I just want to play as Moira, and then I will slowly.
I'm fine with that.
My goal was if I can be very good at 3 to 4 heroes, I'm happy. And right now, I feel like I might not be great, but I'm pretty comfortable with Moira. I'm actually
pretty shocked I never picked up on the no aiming for Moira's while you like her.
Mike, it's one less thing to worry about. You know what I mean?
That's like the most satisfying part of a shooting game is lining up.
Oh, no. It's very satisfying when you take that person out.
You like to drain them.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I like Hanzo, because it's
pure aim.
And I think she drains some damage pretty quickly. She put some damage out there.
I'll look around if there's any other no aim characters. There's
not the aiming. It's just
one. Technically,
there's still a little aiming there.
There's just something that I like about that. You know what I mean? Like it's just one less thing that I have to go in and stress about. You know, in a game that is so completely toxic of criticism.
All in all, Dan was trying his hardest to heal, so it wasn't too bad. But when other people join that are meaner than he starts to not heal me anymore, so I'm going to have to start cracking out the freaking verbal lashings from time to time.
And I do like her sprinting. I like her sprinting where I can get from one point to the other pretty quickly. I feel like I brought a very, very I thought I was a big asset last night. I mean, I know they're all quick play games, but we didn't lose one.
What it comes down to is it's better than no healer.
And you can say what you want. You can say what you want. Finding a guy who wants to do nothing but heal, you take a fucking advantage of that. Because the reality is, Johnny, Butt, Tom, and Mike, they all don't like to be healer. They want to be DPS and tank.
If you look at my stats, I used to be a healer main.
I love being the.
That's why when Daddy stepped on the Lucio, I came and specced you up real quick.
Lucio's fine.
That was what I used to play the most was healer, but I don't like to anymore.
I love playing healer. I love being the backbone of keeping the team going.
I like Mercy too.
Wait till I start calling out directions, Steve. That time will come. When I start calling out orders from behind the scenes. We got a guy coming behind us. We gotta move over here. John, you gotta go over to the left. But you gotta go. Wait till I start calling out shot orders in the back.
You will get.
I'm not to that level yet, but wait till I start being a fucking asshole. When I'll start being like Bot and Johnny and Tom and Mike.
You'll never be that
Let me tell you, Mike or Steve. If I become very good at Overwatch, I will be a fucking asshole when I'm playing. And Mike, I will be a piece of shit when I start saying it. Because you know what? It's been about 5 years of taking abuse from people, and I will become a complete
It's not
scumbag.
abuse, it's just to get
you know what it is. You know what it is.
Tom gets a cruel, twisted enjoyment out of it, where he knows what to say just to make you mad. But
And Tom saying it multiple times last night. Dan is so happy he beat me. Tom was sweating his boots and I was kicking his ass last night in healing. I was kicking his ass.
You don't see the whole story though. When you she is a healer that'll beat certain non-healers, but any of the ones you beat, she probably shouldn't beat. But Lucio should beat her. So it was an easy victory.
Like, really, Tom as Mercy? By the way, when I beat Tom...
As Mercy, he should have beat you.
Yeah, when I beat Tom for healing, he was Mercy. So, come on, Steve.
I thought he was Zenyatta.
He was for one. And then for two other ones, he was Mercy. Where he was following Johnny around the whole time.
Oh, well, that's just because he was being... he was giving double damage to Johnny the whole time.
But still...
But
you did beat me. But I was like Mike. But Mike is fucking absurd with Lucio. He always is. And he loves that character.
They have all the gold stuff for him, all the cool stuff. And I even started out as another one, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it to Dan this game. I started out as Steve's new person, the Kukuro or however. Kiriko,
She's
yeah.
really fun to play.
And I wasn't doing enough healing, so I switched to Lucio.
But
it could have been an even worse beatdown had I been on him the whole game.
I'm sure. All right, so we'll save NASCAR for next.
If
Thursday.
we're doing it Thursday, then yeah.
We'll talk about that Thursday. All right, so we're ending a little early too. Not only because we're gonna do two episodes this week, but we got a high five up next.
That's a lot of Mike, Dan, and Steve this week
with Nico. Top 5 villains. I gotta come up with my list. Have you figured yours out yet?
All I know is the
I have
first
a few.
and the worst. And we will talk about that.
I know 2 right off the bat, but I gotta think of.
I gotta get the last.
I gotta spend a few minutes thinking about what they are. So, high five with Nico, Steve, Mike, and I coming up next, and then we have No Look and Monday Night Gaming all tonight. Danny NASCAR returning October. Well, the deal. Well, we had to October.
What's the day of the DLC?
What's the 26th? What day of the week is that?
Wednesday.
We can't do Wednesday.
So it comes out on the 21st.
Oh, the 21st.
Yeah.
What day is that?
Friday.
So I'll have to go all out. Maybe do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a whole weekend return of Danny NASCAR.
Rivals comes out this.
So that's
Friday.
less than 10 days from now.
Yeah.
Should be cool to see.
Nah, perfect. All right, that's gonna be it for this episode. Behind the Counter, get ready. So I gotta hit that. No, keep going. Keep going.
I might have broke it all the way when I was messing with it, or when I dropped it earlier.
Almost had it. It flickered. No, put it back.
This way? Or
You ain't doing nothing. Alright, high five.
I got this, Dan.
he has the touch.
No, it's dead. High five. That's 3. Nico up next. Adios. Till next time. We'll be back Thursday.